Hey there, and welcome to Real Investment News. I'm Mike O'Neill. Okay, let's all take a breath. After yesterday's big sell-off, there's a lot of questions about what is going to happen next. But good news, right now, all of the futures for all three indexes are pointing up. Around the world, they actually were hurting. The Shanghai Composite was down 4%, Hang Seng was down 3%, and the Nikkei was down 2.3%. In Europe, they still have about 3 hours to go. The CAC and DAX are down about 1.5%. The FTSE is down 0.9%. Back here, the volatility index is at 32.24, but we expect that to go down. And as a matter of fact, this is not even as high as it was when we had our first big drop earlier in the week. But now that we are in correction mode, what is going to happen next, and have we seen the bottom? Let me bring in Lance Roberts, Chief Strategist for Clarity Financial, to give us the answers. Lance, what do we know?
Well, what we know is that this has been quite a wild ride here over the last few days.
Go ahead.
No problem. This has been a wild ride over the last couple of days. It's absolutely for certain. And of course, investors are now concerned about, is this the correction? Are we slipping into a new bear market? Just how bad are we talking about? Look, and as Mike said just a moment ago, let's just all take a breath for a moment and really pay attention to what is currently occurring in the markets. This chart right here is the S&P 500 going back to November of last year, where we actually started this massive run in the markets, of course, post the Trump election. But we did clearly break the 50-day moving average here, which is certainly concerning. And then we had a rally back to this 50-day moving average that then failed right here. And of course, in our portfolios, we added to our short positions and our hedges that we've been talking about as of late, because this now puts the 200-day moving average into focus for the markets. Now, we're likely going to get a bounce today. Here's the things we want to be looking for as investors. First of all, if we get a bounce that then once again fails at this 50-day moving average, that is going to be a major concern. And this is where, if the market does bounce and fail at the 50-day moving average, you want to lift some money out of your portfolio, take some profits out of positions, rebalance risk. If you're panicking, because this correction, as we've been writing about now for the last 12 months, this correction, when it came, was going to feel worse than it actually was, because it's been so long since investors have seen even a 1%, much less a 3% correction in the market. Something like this feels absolutely horrible. Now, so if we get a rally to this 50-day moving average, and you've been really under a lot of stress with your portfolio, this is where you take money out of your portfolio, then step back and reevaluate what you're doing with it. Now, if the market fails here and goes down and breaks this 200-day moving average, this is going to be a very important transition within the markets to a more negative trend and a bigger correctionary process. Now, I'm still not saying it's a bear market, but it will certainly be one that we will want to definitely reduce risk even more in the markets and in our portfolios. Now, if the market does rally, get above the 50-day moving average, that's okay. That just means that we're going to go ahead and proceed higher here after this brief little correction, something that we've seen in the past, and it can certainly be the case. But what happens here over the next week to 2 weeks to 3 weeks with this market, particularly in the month of February, is going to be very determinant about where we go next. The worst thing you can do is panic sell right here, because this is typically where investors make all their mistakes. Emotionally, they start selling because it's not working, I'm losing money. Hey, I get it. The emotion thing, we don't want to lose money, and it's been so long since we've been there. That's been the real risk. Look at this and just be careful what you do here. Let the markets dictate what you do next in your portfolio, and we'll keep you up to date. But right now, just pay attention. It's fine. Everybody breathe. It's good. Nothing major's happened just yet.
So the big thing is, don't sit back, don't be passive, keep an eye on this. Absolutely. Because you're going to have to take action soon.
Yes.
All right, that's it. Thank you so very much for watching. Please remember to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Real Investment News has even more reports. I'm Mike O'Neill with Lance. Thanks for watching.